Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're putting on our hard hats, metaphorically speaking.
All right.
We're zeroing in on dirtmonkeyshop.com. It's an online store, sells tools, gear, the heavy stuff for landscaping, construction.
Yep, serious equipment.
Exactly. And if you're looking for that kind of rugged machinery, well, this site might pop up. So our mission today, pretty straightforward. Is it legit? Or is it, another scam site? And we know most scam sites, they disappear fast, right? So we're looking at the fundamentals here. Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. Well, when we started digging into the basic infrastructure, the picture is actually surprisingly robust.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. First thing is longevity. How long has it been around? We found the domain registration. It was October 2024.
October 2024. So that's just over a year now.
Exactly. Over 12 months.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a crucial threshold,
Yeah, because most fly-by-night scams don't last that long.
Precisely. They cash in, they get out. So the fact that this site has stuck around, that adds some real credibility right off the bat.
Okay, that sets a decent baseline then. But, just having a site up doesn't always mean accountability. A lot of these places hide behind anonymous setups. What about who is running this thing?
Well, and that's where it gets kind of interesting, actually. There's a surprising amount of transparency.
Right.
The owner is openly identified on the site, names Stanley Dirt Monkey Genadesi, and they even link directly to his Instagram account.
His personal Instagram.
Seems to be, yeah. It's active.
Okay, hold on. Why is linking to a personal Instagram considered, better than maybe operating under a proper LLC or something?
Yeah.
Doesn't an LLC offer structure, maybe even some protection for the customer, too?
That's a fair point, but it signals something different about the risk. See, operating under your own public name, linking your social media, it shows you're willing to be found.
Okay. Which scammers definitely avoid.
Exactly. They want to be ghosts. So while it's maybe an unusual strategy for a business, in this context, it kind of points towards accountability, not away from it. And on top of that, they're pretty accessible for support. They list both an email and a physical street address.
A physical address, too.
Yeah. That level of contact detail, that's just basic good business practice, but it's something that's often hard for a quick throwaway scam site to fake convincingly or maintain.
Right, okay, so the infrastructure, the transparency, the contact info,
Yeah.
it all seems pretty solid.
Yeah.
But like you said, infrastructure can sometimes be faked. The real test is often customer experience, right, the reviews. And this is where it gets, kind of bizarre.
It really is a conflicting picture here. So internally, on their own website, loads of glowing testimonials.
The classic, perfect 5-star reviews everywhere.
You got it. And honestly, they felt a bit too polished. Maybe too perfect to be entirely objective,
Yeah, suspicious almost.
Yeah.
So what about external reviews? Like Trustpilot or places like that?
Total silence. We checked the major user review platforms. Nothing. 0 verifiable customer reviews for this shop.
Wow, okay. That's a pretty big gap then. No outside proof of customer experiences.
It is, but the search for reviews, it led us down this weird rabbit hole.
Oh.
Yeah, like on Reddit, usually a good place for honest chatter about companies.
Sure.
People were talking about Dirt Monkey a lot, constantly, actually.
Okay, so they were talking about the shop then.
Nope, that's the thing. They were talking about the DJ.
BJ.
Yeah. Dirt Monkey, the popular dubstep and D&B guy, plays big festivals like Electric Forest, EDC Vegas.
Wait, a dubstep DJ and a heavy equipment shop.
Only on the internet, right?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So all that chatter wasn't even relevant.
Exactly. Complete confusion. It's kind of funny, but it also means any real user feedback about the shop is getting totally drowned out by this digital noise.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. We've got strong business fundamentals, age, transparency, contact info, but then we have this really confusing, basically silent review landscape. What's the final call, legit or not?
Well, based on the core evidence we have, the site's been operating consistently for over a year. The owner isn't hiding. He's identified, seems active online. They provide solid contact details. All that points towards dirtmonkeyshop.com being likely a legitimate, trustworthy operation.
Okay, despite the review situation.
Yeah, I mean, the lack of external reviews is still a bit of a flag, maybe a mild one. We can't just ignore it. But given everything else, especially the owner's public profile, the risk assessment sort of shifts. It doesn't scream scam anymore. It feels more like maybe a small or perhaps just under-reviewed legitimate business.
So the foundational stuff outweighs the lack of social proof online.
In this case, I think it does. Yeah, the foundational signs really do point pretty strongly toward reliability.
Okay. So what does this all mean for you, the listener, the savvy shopper out there?
Yeah.
I guess the takeaway is kind of complex, isn't it?
It is.
You need to look beyond just those perfect testimonials on the site itself. Focus on those deeper indicators like how long has it been around? Are they transparent about who they are?
Mm-hmm. Foundational checks.
But you also need to be aware that sometimes, like with this DJ mix-up, the digital noise can actually hide the real picture. You might need to dig a bit deeper than just a quick search.
Absolutely. Context is key.
Right. So I'll leave you with this thought and mull over. How often do unique or catchy brand names like Dirt Monkey actually end up working against a company?
Hmm?
By causing confusion with totally unrelated things like a famous DJ in this case. And what should companies like this maybe do to carve out their own clear space online when the internet's already so loud and confusing? Something for you to maybe explore on your own.